Hi, I'm Jim Adams, candidate for Hampton Sheriff. Tomorrow's election day, and I'd like to talk to you about my vision for the Hampton Sheriff's Office. I'm a 30-year veteran of the Hampton Sheriff's Office. I began my career in June of 1978 and I retired January 1st, 2009. I served for 14 years under two different sheriffs before B.J. Roberts was elected in 1992. I retired in 2009 based on my concern for the well-being of the Hampton Sheriff's Office, the staff, and the citizens of Hampton. Many of you may already be aware of the inmate escape, mistaken release, and in-custody death that has occurred under B.J. Roberts' administration. In addition to this, I want to make you aware that when these things occur, B.J. Roberts is normally nowhere to be found. He's not present, he's not accountable, he's not accessible. He does not stand up for his staff, and he does not let you, the citizens of Hampton, know what's going on. Let me give you an example. In our recent debate, our only debate on the 29th of October, B.J. Roberts was quick to say that in 1992, when I was employed, I was not the sheriff, but I was employed, that we did not have computer technology. During his comments, a citizen made a statement, is he responsible for that? At that point, B.J. Roberts stood back, pointed at himself and said, "Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?" I think that's outrageous. Where's the professionalism in that?
In 92, didn't even have a computer in the whole sheriff's office.
So was he responsible for that computer?
You talking to me? Can I get my time started back, please?
You can see from the clip that B.J. Roberts got very angry when he was asked a question from the audience. His response, "You talking to me?" and the expression on his face was evident that he does not like to be asked questions, and he does not like to answer questions. If you elect me as sheriff tomorrow, November 5th, I promise to be transparent. I promise to be accessible and accountable to you, the citizens of Hampton, and to my staff. My door will be open to you. I will answer your phone calls. You can come see me when you need to. B.J. Roberts was very quick to point out that in 15 years, the 15 years that I worked for him, that I volunteered one time. Well, that's hard to believe, but obviously he's keeping records. That goes hand in hand with the fact that the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals noted substantial evidence that he's been in violation of the Hatch Act for using his employees for political purpose. Take a look at this clip. You can see for yourself that he acknowledges that fact. Volunteer versus voluntold. The sheriff was real quick to tell you that I volunteered one time in 15 years. What's he keeping records? As you can see from the clip, B.J. Roberts acknowledges the fact that he keeps track of his employee volunteer time. He says that I only volunteered one time in 15 years, so obviously he is keeping records and has been for a long period of time. That is in violation of the Hatch Act, where he's not supposed to utilize his employees for political purposes. So anytime he uses his employees or wants his employees or needs his employees to volunteer for him, that's a political benefit to the sheriff. That's not allowed under the federal Hatch Act. You can see in this next clip that B.J. Roberts believes that integrity starts at the bottom and ends at the top. I don't personally believe that. You can draw your own conclusion, but I believe he's mistaken at that point.
Interesting question. When you talk about integrity, it's built from the ground up and not from the top down.
As you can see, those were words out of his own mouth, that integrity starts at the bottom and ends at the top. I can't see how that can be. Again, integrity has to start at the top. The leader has to have the most integrity, and it has to work down from there. If elected sheriff, I'll promise you integrity and I promise ethics under my administration. Now, after watching this video, I ask you to take a look at the issue. Not just the good things that have occurred, but the bad things that have occurred under his administration. He's very quick to remind you that he's been the president of the National Sheriff's Association, that he has the triple crown of accreditations. But leadership is more than that to me. Leadership is about building morale in a department. Leadership is about being able to retain competent veteran staff. That's my intent. My campaign is all about integrity and ethics, doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. That's the message I've shared all along. But what I want to do now is just thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to run in this election. After 30 years and 7 months of service, I feel like I at least deserve your consideration and your vote. I want to be your sheriff. I have worked towards being your sheriff for many, many years. I truly believe at this point we've done all we can do. I've spent my money wisely in marketing. We've tried our best to get the message to you, the voters of Hampton, that there needs to be a change. And what I ask of you is that you stand up for change. Change is good. It's very important that you vote tomorrow, because in a local election, 1 vote, 10 votes, 15 votes could make all the difference in the world. If you want to see change in the city of Hampton, in a constitutional office, the sheriff's office, then I need your help. Please vote. Please tell your friends to vote, your family to vote. Share this message through Facebook. Share this video with everybody you know and ask them to support Jim Adams for Hampton Sheriff. It's time for change in the city of Hampton in a lot of areas, but let's start with the Hampton Sheriff. I want to be the sheriff to everyone. That's why I run as an independent and not with a political party. I want to be a sheriff to everyone, because I don't want to have to answer to anyone except you, the citizens of Hampton. You'll put me in office, you'll keep me in office, or you can take me out of office. So I'll do what I'm supposed to do. I'll do my job. I'll do my job to the best of my ability. I'll bring people in with me that can do the job and make things happen for the sheriff's office. I ask for your vote tomorrow on the 5th of November, and I hope to be elected Hampton Sheriff. I hope to serve you, the citizens of Hampton. Thank you.